Finally, the highly anticipated initial public offering of BigCommerce Holdings Incorporated finally takes off on August 5, 2020. Being listed in NASDAQ with a ticker BIGC, it opened up at a price of $68 in an open market, which is 183% increase from an IPO price of $24. The trading actually is halted twice at a price point of $79.40 and $91.8 due to its volatility. It closed to $72.27 down the road. It was not expected to open that much, increasing actually more than 200% in just an opening hours. However, demand to this company was considerably high due to comparison or expectation to Shopify's accomplishment. It is considered as a head-to-head competitor of Shopify as to pricing and service features, which is helping their customers on building their online store or web store, payment solutions, and actually also web hosting. They operate as software as a service, meaning you don't have any commitment with regards to contractual obligations. Pay as you go, as is. Therefore, you don't have maintenance cost or any software related cost in maintaining your online store. Please note that Amazon, eBay, and Etsy Inc. is not their direct competitors. Their competitors, or some of their competitors, are WooCommerce, Magento, among others. So what? E-commerce actually has been the trend for years. It's not only this year. In fact, many have said that if your business is not on the internet, then you are dead. You have to adapt quickly, and you have to have a presence online in order for you to succeed or continue doing your business. Now, BigCommerce come to play, which increased its initial shares offering to 9.02 million from the original of 6.85 million shares, with an estimated price range now at $21 to $23. Actually, it close to 24 from original range of $18 to $20 because of the demand of the stock, with an estimated valuation of $1.27 billion at initial public offering. But how come we reached to this level of share price in just hours of trading? Many had said history repeat itself for Nikola. Is this stock, is BigCommerce stock, is a hype? Is this not a real deal? Is the increase on share price just influenced by day traders? Let's find it out. Both companies had started their business catering to small and medium enterprises who don't have funds to have an online infrastructure. Though now, they evolved to catering as well to large cap businesses. Notably, Shopify has Rebecca Minkoff, Heinz, and Staples. Meanwhile, BigCommerce had Ben & Jerry's, Sony, PayPal, Fujitsu, and one of the valuable auto manufacturer, Toyota. See the value of BigCommerce having these large companies. Per their IPO filing, BigCommerce had served approximately 60,000 online stores in 120 countries, while Shopify, according to their website, had over millions of customers across the globe. Let us look at BigCommerce marketability, scalability or ability to scale, and pricing, how it can penetrate to the market, which is being occupied by Shopify. Let's look at first its pricing flexibility. BigCommerce has only Standard, Plus, Pro, and Enterprise. Meanwhile, Shopify has Lite, Standard, Plus, Pro, and Shopify Plus. The big advantage of Shopify is their Lite Shopify or Lite service at $9, which to me, this is the weakness of BigCommerce. Because a lot of online shoppers, a lot of market to serve for small businesses. What is BigCommerce competitive advantage? I actually highlighted 4, which is built-in ratings and review system to each product. To me, this is very valuable because when you shop and someone liked your product, they will write a review there like Amazon. So it helps the product to sell. Also, BigCommerce has automatic currency conversion or multi-currency setup. So actually, I'm using Shopify now. I'm an end user of Shopify and we don't have this feature. In BigCommerce, it's built in. Meanwhile, in Shopify, you have to go to a third-party applications or third-party to do it for you, which comes with another cost. BigCommerce also has a real-time shopping code at $29 plan. It's not included to Shopify standard plan at $29. BigCommerce also have more product options of 250 SKUs compared to Shopify's only 3. Right? So if I am the entrepreneur, if I'm the businessman, I would love to have a lot of SKUs, just like if you're selling an apparel, right? So you have a medium, small, large, extra large, and large with different colors. That won't be possible now in Shopify. But in BigCommerce, that's possible because you have here 250 categories or SKUs. No transaction fees apply regardless of the payment or payment gateway used. So this is material to me because I don't have to pay a transaction fee. In Shopify, you have to pay. Unlimited number of staff accounts. In Shopify, I think you only have 4. And lower credit card rates from PayPal powered by Brand 3. Now, let's go to Shopify competitive advantage. In Shopify, what is good is there's no sales limit. So that means that to any plan, you can sell unlimited amount every year. So you don't have any concern that you will exceed that limit. In BigCommerce, and I consider this as the one big weakness of BigCommerce na for having a threshold to each plan. BigCommerce has a standard. In their standard, they have up to $50,000 sales only for 12 trailing months. In their Plus, it's $180,000. In Pro, up to $400,000 only, while in Enterprise, it is customized. Shopify provides automatic abandoned cart recovery at a significantly lower price than BigCommerce. Also, Shopify, through their Shopify Lite, have a cheaper to start. Shopify also have a better email marketing tool, and it is better for drop shipping actually. And what I love with Shopify, to be fair, which I'm using right now, is their multiple tax rates. Their tax rate actually, particularly here selling in Canada and the United States, taxes is a problem. Sales tax. So in Shopify, it's automatic. While in BigCommerce, you must have a third-party app. So there's a lot of options to choose actually. So you can find it out. For in-depth comparison of Shopify and BigCommerce, you may visit also Style Factory. I also included their article link, so find that on the description below. By looking at this competitive advantage of BigCommerce, I would agree that they have the potential, or their economic mode is high, because they have that advanced technology which actually can be useful to their customer who is big enough, who can pay them enough, but also they have to focus small customers, particularly now on the new normal. But do they able to capitalize this competitive advantage? So let us find out by checking their business metrics, their key business metrics. First, their net revenue retention. Accordingly, net revenue retention is the macro metric that most companies track and public SaaS companies report. It measures the total change in recurring revenue from a pool of customers over time. Accordingly, the typical range is from 60%, which is really bad, and to 150%, which is very good. Having more than 100% in RR implies positive net revenue retention. BIGC has 108% in 2018 and 106% in 2019 respectively. So I think this is one of the reasons why a lot of institutional investors buy these shares, or a lot of retail investors, or why their shares increased in just hour of trading. So to me, it's not a hype, because in fundamentals and technical feasibility aspect, BigCommerce has that, just looking at their net revenue retention. Second, the annual revenue run rate. The RRR, which is an indicator for financial performance that takes a company's current revenue in a certain period and converted to annual figures or full year equivalent, give us an estimate that how much a revenue can expect in a SaaS company like BIGC throughout the whole year. In the Q1 of 2020, RRR of BIGZ is 79% compared to 75% in Q1 of 2019. That's a 4% increment, in which 52% is being represented by enterprise account, which shows that this business actually is moving favorably. Now, let's look at their profitability. Gross profit margin. Actually, this is a wow. BigCommerce has a gross profit margin of 77% in Q1 of 2020. Same thing in the Q1 of 2019. Do drop 1% in the calendar year ended December 31, 2019 at 76%. That's an astonishing 21% more than gross profit margin compared to Shop having a 55% gross margin. And to me, this is the second reason why a lot of investors purchasing the shares of BigCommerce today, or in just an hour, the shares of BigCommerce is up 200%. What I like with BIGC also is their commitment to continuous improvement. And yes, technology must be updated or continuously improved every year, or else you will left behind. Say what happened to Intel, right? So AMD just strike them ahead. So BIGC has an R&D in 2020 first quarter of 32.9% in relation to its revenue. So it signifies to me that this company has a bright future and they able to capitalize their R&D before, as this first quarter of 2020 they able to decrease their R&D by 89,000. So bottom line, is BigCommerce stock a buy? What's my point to this stock? I personally waited actually for BigCommerce to go public. In my point of view, it's not a hype like I said earlier, nor being driven by day traders. There is a lot of institutional and enthusiastic retail investors found its value. A value that is comparable to Shopify. By just looking to its technical feasibility, competitive advantage, to me it's actually better than Shopify having that multi-currency feature. And unlimited SKUs or unlimited products on your web store. Okay? So definitely, to me, it's a strong buy being accompanied by its gross margin, right? Remember, it's more than 20% compared to Shopify, having a 76% gross margin. Though we all want to have this stock at lower price. Me, I would love to have it at $30, right? Below $30, or at least at $50 range. But we cannot control the law of demand and supply. The demand on this stock is there. So, at any price point, if you want to hold it long term, then buy it at 70, 60, 80, 90, at least less than 100. It's better to have a position less than 100 than to have it more than $100, then just buy more on its dip. Right? Practice dollar cost averaging then. I own some exposure on this stock and I'm able to get it today at more than $80. Actually, roughly $83. I would add on this dip definitely. My strategy to this stock is long term and my target selling price is $500 to $600. That's all for today, guys. See you next week. If you love this video, then click the subscribe button and also the like button so that, again, you can help this channel to grow. Also, do not hesitate to leave your comments or any questions you want to ask to Ray Marlon Gotang, the host of Money Mind, and I will make sure to you that I will answer it right away.